Warning, Prospect Watch is not your average hockey podcast, and that's okay with us. Our goal is to introduce you to stars in the making from all over the world. They may not be household names yet, but we assure you they will be soon enough. Welcome to Prospect Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next edition of Prospect Watch with your host, Lance Green.
All right, guys. Hello and welcome to Prospect Watch, a podcast that focuses solely on the discovery and promotion of some of the best young talent in the game today from all reaches of the world. I'm your host, like Steel said, Lance Green, and Steel will be sticking around with us for this, as you've already met him. But on this week's episode, we are joined by a 6'6", 201-pound towering defender that goes by the name Jacob Rombach, who currently plays for the USHL's Lincoln Stars. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your day to be here with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be on this podcast and ready to get going.
Awesome. We're happy to have you on here for sure.
Yes, we are.
So, guys, here's a little thing we call getting familiar. Just in case you're not familiar with Jacob's game, it may be because he's not an over-publicized offensive defenseman that everybody seems to covet nowadays. But get this, he's a defenseman who actually focuses on playing defense first. And that's kind of rare nowadays.
And that's what we covet.
Right. So, he'll get the job done on his own end, but he'll still try to help out offensively, providing a nice outlet pass, that hits the wingers in a full stride to create a scoring chance, the things he should be doing.
Exactly.
And lucky for him, there's still some scouts and teams out there that are actually valuing a traditional defensive defenseman because, hey, I've noticed Jacob's name moving up certain draft boards here lately, Steel, and I think it's for good reason. What do you say?
I'll tell you what, I'm excited to get to talk to this young player because, as you and I both know, Lance, you're a former goalie. You still play goal, you know what I mean? But we love defensive defensemen, especially towering 6'6", over 200-pound guys that play defense first. And Jacob, that's what we're going to be talking about here, man. So what do you think? Should we dive into some questions? Are you ready?
I am. Let's go.
Okay, here we go. First question. Now, you were born in Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we all know that state really takes their hockey seriously, right?
Yes.
Okay, so at what age did you first strap on a pair of skates, and how did you come to settle on playing defense?
I first started hockey. I first put on skates when I was 2 years old. I know that's really young, and then I started hockey when I was 5 years old. So, and then actually when I first started playing hockey, I was a forward for a couple of years, and then switched back to defense, fell in love with that. And
okay.
Yeah, just always been defense then from there on since I was like 7 years old. So.
Okay. And what is it about playing? I mean, you played forward, but what is it about playing defense that you like more?
I just like being able to shut down top players, frustrating them, and then being able to move the puck up to the forwards. So
there you go.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We like that answer.
Okay. So we spoke on the fact that you're from Minnesota, where, there's like 5 rinks in every hometown there.
Yep.
So tell us, what was your initial thoughts when you found out you were drafted by the Stars, 11th overall, mind you, in the Phase 1 draft there, and you would be going to Nebraska, of all places, versus what now, being 2 seasons there and, playing in Lincoln for that amount of time. What were your initial thoughts, and then how have they changed till now?
So obviously, I was super grateful to be selected by the Lincoln Stars. Obviously, moving away from home is definitely different. So, and I really wanted to make the Lincoln Stars next year. So I was going into main camp, going into making that team and spending a full year next year, and then obviously leading into this year. So I just decided to make the jump from high school, and I thought I was ready, and I was super excited when I saw Lincoln call my name or see me get selected, and just super excited.
Yeah.
Cool.
And what do you think about Lincoln now? Like, I mean, you're 2 years in. They got a pretty good fan base, and
Oh yeah.
How's everything in Lincoln as far as the facilities compared to back home and all that?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. The town here in Lincoln, our fans are super passionate. My billets are great. Love the coaching staff. Love the guys. Honestly, everything here is really awesome. And our rink, the barn, it's awesome. It gets rowdy in there. It gets loud. Fans get into it. So wouldn't want to play anywhere else.
Yeah, I love that name, the barn. Like that's stereotypical, what every hockey player calls their rink, but
Exactly.
just to have the actual place where you play, named the barn, I thought that was pretty comical.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but who would have thought that of all places, Lincoln, Nebraska? But here's the thing, though, and this is the thing about playing with the United States Hockey League, is that these out of the way towns have just what you said, Jacob, these super passionate fans and these little niche areas where, okay, people wouldn't necessarily think about it, but they're producing really good players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These teams and this league and this organization are producing really good players that you're now seeing more and more now being drafted into the NHL. You know what I mean? So
yeah, well, not only that, but him being there is and players like him on his team is now introducing hockey to a whole new group of people that wouldn't necessarily have grown up to think about playing hockey. Now now you got passionate kids going out and finding local rinks to play in a game where maybe kids from Minnesota do that at a very early age, but maybe not in that states. So that is what's so great about the United States Hockey League and them branching out into some of these smaller towns like this or cities.
Yeah,
exactly. So now you even kind of touched on it a little bit, Jacob, as far as going from year to year, but how do you think that you have grown or progressed as a player for this season from last season?
I would say one of the biggest things is my strength. I put a strong focus on that this summer to get stronger. I put on solid 15 pounds.
Oh, hey, there you go.
So that obviously helps a lot going into battles, being able to bump guys off the puck easier. And then I would say also my shot and stick handling have definitely improved since the year before.
Okay. And are those things that those are kind of things that you work on like during the season or whatever, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about obviously what you worked on and what do you think you got better at, but what is, maybe one aspect of your game that you still wish to work on and get better at?
I would still say my shot and then my offensive abilities in the ozone a little bit. Don't need to be the most offensive guy, but just keep adding to my offensive game just a little bit more and more. And yeah, my shot, maybe put in a couple more goals.
It's always good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, when you play
it's not
defense,
the biggest thing I focus on, but wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because that just adds to your tool belt. You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, he not only can he play defense, but hey, he can chip in on the offense too. You know what I mean? And that just makes you that much more valuable. You know what I mean? So, growing up, I think I saw you played a couple other sports as well as other than hockey. And if I believe it was football, yeah.
I played football. I did baseball, did soccer, did a little bit of everything. But I mostly focused on baseball too.
Okay.
Okay. So so you liked hockey more than any of the other ones, or just
Yes.
okay?
Especially growing up in the state of hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I get it. What position did you play in football?
I was tight end. I played that like 4th, 5th grade, and then decided to focus on baseball and hockey.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we're kind of glad you switched up there a little bit.
Yeah, focusing on hockey there.
Hockey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you've had the honor of wearing your country's colors a couple of times now, and playing in the Helinka Gretzky Cup, and recently winning gold, I believe, at the 2024 World Junior A Challenge. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah. But can you speak a little on, how much of an honor that was? And with next year's World Juniors Championships going on, in your home state, I believe, they're supposed to be in the Twin Cities. Is that a goal of yours to make that team next year in the World Juniors?
Yes, that is. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to me about, like, how was it the first time you got to put on, Team USA jersey? Like all us, kids dream about that growing up in this country, but only a select few get that, honor.
Yeah, it's an unreal feeling, and you can't take that for granted. It's one of the best feelings. Being able to represent your country is a huge honor, and just it gives you a little bit more excitement going out there on the ice too, knowing that you get to represent your country, and not everyone gets this opportunity, and yeah, it just feels unreal.
Good deal. So now, do you feel like you're on track to get your name mentioned for the team for next year? I mean,
you never know. Yeah.
Obviously, don't really know.
Okay.
Gotta give it up to guys at USA Hockey, and I just gotta keep working on my game so that I can end up making that team either next year or the year after that.
Okay. Well, how about this though? We're gonna say congratulations for being named to the 2025 Chipotle All-Americans game, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. Right?
That's a huge honor. So
yeah, see,
can't take that for granted either. So
right.
I've been super grateful to be selected to play on all these USA camps and teams.
That's a step in the right direction, I think, for making the team next year. I mean, that game is going to be telecast live on NHL Network on January 16th at 7 p.m. And you have this great opportunity to showcase your talents against the best that other countries have to offer. Are you not?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, like that.
Super excited. Can't wait.
We'll be watching. That's for sure.
Awesome.
All right. Well, and on top of that, I've heard you have committed to playing for University of Minnesota. Go figure, right? Hometown kid there. I mean, it seems like a likely choice for you. But can you tell us, what went into making that decision?
So I took my official visit to University of Minnesota. Got to tour the campus and meet the coaching staff, talk with all of them, see the facilities, and I just felt at home when I stepped on that campus. Right away, I knew that's where I wanted to go. That was my top choice, and super grateful that they reached out to me, and super grateful that I was able to commit there.
There you go, man. That's awesome. We have another Prospect Watch alum that's playing there now, Connor Kurth.
Oh,
yeah. So
nice.
He's another one that we've had on the show a little while back. But that's awesome, man. And we follow, not just the guys that we interview, but we follow a lot of players on all these different teams because playing a university team playing in the NCAA is really kind of getting to be more and more of where you're seeing a lot more of the NHL is dipping into the NCAA to get players. You know what I mean? So that's good to have that kind of exposure from them as well too. So
yeah.
On that line, Jacob, we're gonna say this is my last question for you, okay? And pretend like we're a panel of NHL executives, and we just asked you exactly what kind of a player we would be getting if we were to draft you.
I would say I'm a two-way defenseman that obviously leans defense first. Feel like some of my strengths are making the first pass, getting it up to the forwards, and joining the rush as a second wave.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Cool.
That's it.
I like it. Lance, do you have any more questions for this young man?
No, I mean, I just look forward to this young man's future. I think it is bright. I think at the start of the season, I think a lot of people were sleeping on him.
Yeah.
And I think they're beginning to wake up because the way he's playing this season and, where I see this young man going is, only up for sure. And I think he's going to get his just opportunities, obviously playing in Minnesota. And then, with Team USA as well, I just look forward to continuing to watch him grow and to see where he ends up potentially in this summer's draft. So
I'm with you on that too, Lance, for sure. Jacob, you don't have to say which teams, but have any teams reached out to you yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay, awesome. That's great, man. Look, all we care about is to see you get drafted and to see you get to live out your dream, and that's play hockey in the NHL, right? So,
yes.
Yeah, man. All right. So you keep on going what you're doing, and you keep up that work ethic, buddy. And we feel that you're going to go really far. You have a good game. You already have good work ethic, good habits. You're coming from a good organization. You know what I mean? So, man, I wish you nothing but the best and rest of the luck for the season.
Thank you. And again, thank you for having me on this.
Yeah, no problem.
Awesome, man. Awesome. We would love having you guys on here, man. It's great having you on, Jacob. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. This was awesome.
Cool. Lance, thank you for all the great stuff you do, all the great articles that you write. By the way, you have to go over to SteelFlyers.com/links/Prospect Watch Show to check out all the latest and greatest shows that we've done here. Also, if you like what we do, please hit the like and subscribe. We really appreciate that, and that really helps us out here. Thank you all very much for checking us out. Thank you, Jacob Rombach, for joining us from the Lincoln Stars, the United States Hockey League. Joined us on Prospect Watch. We will catch you guys all on the next episode.